Hey everybody, so I'm here today doing a mommy on the go makeup. When we have kids, we don't really have time to sit there, contour our eyes, put 4 or 5 different colors on, you know, put foundation on and do all that stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do a really simple, still get even face complexion and get everything the way you want it to look. So if you want to learn how to do that, just keep watching. Okay, so I already applied toner, moisturizer, and primer, face primer, and the face primer that I used was the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and this happens to be one of my favorite primers. It just mattifies everything for me because I'm typically a really oily person, so this really like sets into my pores and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much done. Now I'm just waiting for that to set in. Now that that's set in, I am going to next apply concealer, and that's just because I just want to cover up any like spots like here and there and up here and stuff like that. So I'm going to go with my e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer, and I'm in the color beige. So I'm gonna use this just to cover up those spots a little bit on the back of my hands and warm it up with my finger, and then just place it over these spots that I want to cover. Okay, and then next I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. pointed foundation brush. Yeah, it's the new one. So I really like this because it's, and all I'm doing is like lightly dabbing over the concealer that I applied because I don't want to move it around too much because then that just defeats the purpose. So just really lightly go over that concealer. Gonna go in with another concealer, well, the same concealer in a different shade, just so that it can go underneath my eye, just to highlight it, can't speak English, highlight it and cover up my dark circles. And I'm going in with the same concealer in a different shade, and this one is in nude, and just apply this right underneath your eye, and I'd like to bring it down just a little bit to highlight. Blend it out with my brush. Again, really lightly. I'm just tapping and then blending out underneath, just so it blends in with the rest of my skin. I have like fine lines underneath my eye and stuff, I like to set the concealer like right away. Not the one typically on my face, but more underneath my eyes. So I'm going to go in with e.l.f.'s High Definition under eye setting powder. It just looks like that. And I'm just gonna tap some into the cap. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush like this one, and this is the what is this called, Eco Tools blending brush, and I'm just gonna swirl that into the cap, tap it off, and then just right away get right underneath my eye. So I'm gonna pat and then lightly, just to get off the extra powder that's there. I have less visible under eye circles, so I appear more awake and ready for the day. Next, I want to go in with some eye primer, and I do this before I do my brows. I don't know why, I just do. So eye primer of choice today is going to Control Freak by Glamour Doll Eyes, and I've been using this on a daily basis, and it just looks like that. And I'm just gonna swirl my ring finger into it, and it has some type of color to it, but it is pretty sheer when you apply it. So I'm going to do my brows, and my brows are the most important thing to me because I just feel like it frames my face and it just gives me an overall better look. I'm gonna go in with my Jordana brow pencil. It's called Fabio Brow in taupe, and just, yeah, it's kind of lighter than my brows, but I'll just go over it with some powder. So all I'm doing is just filling in the gaps that I have in my brows, and then lightly going to the tail and just bringing it down a little bit. I'm going to grab a angled, like really thin brush, and this one's from Coastal Scents. It comes with like one of their 12 brush sets. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild brow, lighter brown in the palette, and just go right over my brows and just line them up. My eyebrows have like their own pretty much nice shape to it, so I'm just going over it. Spoolie, which is the mascara wand, and I'm just going to run it through my brows again. Now as far as face goes, I'm going to set the concealer that's on my face, and I'm going to go with Max Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. I don't know if that's the right way, but I think it is. Yeah, Medium Plus. And I'm going to take a powder brush like this one. This one is the e.l.f. Powder brush, and it's the flat top one. It's my favorite brush for compact powder. I'm just gonna tap it in there, swirl it around, tap off excess, and that's what's left. And I'm just gonna first press it on before I start swirling it. And then I'm gonna start swirling it, just to blend it in and get off the rest of that top layer of powder that's like on the face. Yeah, you don't want to look cakey taking your kids to school, you know. So my skin already looks a lot better than it did earlier with Maybelline's Color Tattoo, and this one is in Bad to the Bronze. And I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna go with my ring finger and do the other eye. Now if you wanted to put some powder over this, you definitely could, but like I said, these dry up and don't move for like a while. Now I'm just bringing some into the crease, and I'm going to grab my Eco's tool brush, and I'm just going to go around the edges to blend it out. Okay, so next I'm going to grab the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to grab the Wet n Wild Color Icon shadow in Cream Brulee, and this is like my favorite highlight color. It's really close to my skin tone, a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but I want to highlight, so I want to use something a little bit lighter than my natural skin tone. I'm using my eyelash curler and my CoverGirl Clump Crusher by Lash Blast, and I'm gonna use that for mascara today. Now you want to curl your lashes first, and I like to, like, right away after I curl it, put on the mascara so that it keeps the curl. Okay, so now I'm going to use a pencil liner to line my inner rim of my eye, and this is the Revlon Grow Luscious pencil in Espresso. And I'm just going to use that to go in my tight line, which is the inside part of your eye, the top. And I'm only doing that because I'm not doing liner today, so kind of helps with the gaps between your lashes. It just makes your lashes look fuller. back to the face. My face is pretty white and it has no color, it has no dimension. So I'm going to go in with my NYC Smooth Skin bronzer, matte bronzer. And I'm going to use that to not contour, but just bronze up and contour at the same time. So I'm just going to put that right in the back of my cheeks right here. And I don't want to bring it too in because I have a pretty small face, so I don't want to put too much product, but you're blending it out at the same time and just getting this done and out of the way. Okay, so I'm putting it on my forehead. And on my neck. Well, on my jawline right here. And that's just gonna give me some life, some color into my face. So you want to make sure you're blending it out, and if you feel like the brush is not blending it out because clearly you have the bronzer on it, you just want to take your powder brush that you use to put on your powder and just blend it out some more. Alright, so after that I'm going to grab another brush to put on some blush, and my favorite everyday blush is the Fox in the Box from Hard Candy, and it is the one in Spicy and Sweet, and they're discontinuing these, so I like to use this for every day, so probably gonna pick up some more before they pull them off the shelf at Walmart. So yeah, taking some of that. Now you want to smile because you want to get the apples of your cheeks. Well, I want to get the apples of my cheeks because I have a really slim face, so me applying it right here is just gonna give it an appearance of chubbier cheeks, and I like chubby cheeks. But if you have a more rounder face, you want to keep it more on the back part of your cheeks. So far it's looking pretty put together. So I'm just gonna hurry up and just put some highlighter on my cheeks. And this is Benefit's High Beam travel size. Just putting that on my cheek and then blending it out with my finger, and I'm just keeping it more towards the back. I'm gonna use my makeup mist and set. Just gonna bring my hair back. Okay, now that's just going to ensure that my makeup stays in place and doesn't move anywhere. And then for lips, I try to keep it really, really simple because we're trying to get the hell out of here and we're trying to keep it moving. And I'm going to use Revlon's lip butter, and this one is in Peach Parfait, I think. Yep, Peach Parfait. And it's just a peachy color with a little bit of shimmer in it. There you go. I'm done. Okay, guys, so we're at the end of the video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe down below, rate it, thumbs up, and down below there will be links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and anywhere else you can find me. So I'll see you guys in future videos. Bye.